Hi Aquarius, welcome to WillowOAK. I am here to do a reading for you, and this one's going to be a little more in depth, so I hope you have the time. And please only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind, okay? Now, you might check your other placements, sun, moon, rising, for a more complete picture, or if this reading doesn't resonate with you. And please make for sure that you use your intuition to decide what does resonate with you and what doesn't, okay? So let's see what your overall energy is during this time. Okay, stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. So, this is definitely a time for you to be strong and stand up for yourself. However, if it's not worth your time and effort, that's too many. If it's not worth your time and effort, then let it go. Okay? But it is a very strong time for you. And it also is saying that there could potentially be some confrontation or some issue where you might feel like you have to stand up for yourself. But it is a powerful time. Now let's see, beautiful, what the challenge or opportunity is. This is a wonderful energy, and notice both of these are fire energies. So they're very active energies. Motivational, inspiring, theatrical, ambitious, take a leadership role. Step into the spotlight. Public speaking, keep your eye on the big picture. Communicate your vision. Don't be sensitive to criticism. So these two could actually go hand in hand. Hope you can see that okay. Yeah, so I would say this is definitely on the opportunity side of things. But they do go so well together. So it could be a very good upcoming opportunity for you. Now let's take a quick look at career, finances, business, entrepreneurship. And see what we have. And I would also say you're very attractive at this time. And attractive can mean physically, but it could also be your personality. Or maybe others might feel challenged by you. Whoa, that one went flying. Okay, so that's the one. All right, let me get that. Work through your fears. Okay. And if you notice on the King of Fire, it says, don't be sensitive to criticism. So, if that is a possibility, try to get that under control. And this is love. And it can be any kind of love. It does not have to be romantic love. It's just love in general. It can be romantic, but it can be family, self, any kind of love. I really like your overall energy and the opportunity. It's very powerful. Okay. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Very interesting. And in a way, it's in contrast to some of your other energies. But I can see how this could help those, right? Like, for example, a simple act of kindness could easily soften this energy. Okay, now let's see potentially how you feel. during this time. Love this. Serendipity. This is where you are feeling very lucky. And just to let you know, as soon as I picked this card, my ears started ringing. In case that means something. Yeah. So, awesome. Whatever is going on here, it looks like there's a lot of opportunity. Make for sure that you keep your fears in check during this time. And remember the kindness, okay? This could be really focused on self, which is fine. But do remember to be kind. And it's a very lucky time, which I love. And just to let you know, I think it was Leo who had the very same card, and I think it was in that position. And here you have the deer spirit, which goes right in here with the card about love. Bring a gentle touch. Simple acts of kindness, right? Bring a gentle touch. So you have what could almost be conflicting energies. You know, here it's very fiery and going for it. And here it's saying, be gentle, be kind. So it might mean that you need to do both. But it definitely, I would say, that you need to bring in balance. Okay? Let's get a few more cards here. Okay, that went blank. Leg. Stepping into a new experience. So, there could easily be something new coming your way. And that would, to me, almost explain work through your fears. If it's something new, especially if you're not familiar with it, or a master of it, you know, or really confident in it, it's possible that you could have some fears concerning it. But remember, it's also a very lucky time. Oh, this card. Oh my goodness. Parrot. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. Oh me, oh my. Okay. Well, if somebody's going to gossip about you, they're going to gossip about you no matter what. I have definite opinions on this card. If you don't want somebody to know something, do not tell them, right? Very simple. But if somebody wants to gossip about you, they're going to gossip whether you tell them or not. And if they don't have anything to gossip about, they'll make something up, right? That's how gossip works. So I wouldn't stress over it. However, I would take that piece of advice about it. If you don't want somebody to gossip, don't tell them. That doesn't mean they won't, but it means you're not, you know, feeding the fire. How's that? Okay, let's get some more information here. Faith. Okay, this is telling you during this time you need to have faith in whatever it is that you are wanting to do. And it looks like here especially there is something that you want to do. Have faith that it will turn out the way you want. Okay? Don't let the fears, you know, take over or have you stop. And do remember, it's a very lucky time. Okay? And you're stepping into a new experience. And at the bottom of the deck, you have death. I'm going to go ahead and put this out here. Because you also have this, which is stepping into a new experience. Here, death is the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. So something is closing out and something is beginning. Okay. One more oracle card, and then we're going to go into the tarot. So it looks like a very interesting time for you and a powerful time, as well as being very lucky. But I also think there's a few, cautionary moments here, and that is make for sure you use kindness and a gentle touch, which is counter to this a little bit. And don't let fear stop you. Have faith that everything is going to work out just fine. Embrace the moment. Embrace this day, this very moment. Think positively today and repel those negative thoughts. Try not to judge yourself or others. This may be harder than you think. What is actually happening that you are changing your energy? Yeah, that goes right in here with this, okay? Think positively. Right here, remember, work through your fears. Try not to judge yourself or others. Here is kindness and a gentle touch. And this could be for others, but it could also be for yourself, right? And what is happening that you are changing your energy? Because you are, according to this. You're getting ready for a new experience. And at the bottom of the deck, from taking this card, you have stand your ground, which is exactly what your overall energy is. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. So that is 2 cards about standing your ground. So there might very well be something kind of important about doing so during this time. Okay, let's get into the tarot and see what we have. So you have a lot of information here already. Now, I love this, the opportunity, inspiring, theatrical, ambitious, and it says take leadership role. And do not be sensitive to criticism. Okay. Now, let's see your past. Okay, your past is saying that you had a goal, and you could still have that particular goal. And the Knight of Swords is actively going towards that goal, right? So that, to me, goes right in here. And stand your ground. The Knight of Swords is clear thinking, knowledgeable. It's got to do with communication and wisdom. But this is the fastest knight in the deck, so whatever it is you're wanting to do, you're wanting to get it done quickly. And when you see this, you feel that way about that energy as well. Okay. Now let's see about your thoughts and desires. Well, only the very best card in the deck, okay? I'm going to slide these under here so you can still see this. What you want is happiness, joy, for everything to go smoothly and beautifully. So that, like I said, the very best card in the deck. And at the bottom of the deck, from taking that, you have the Star. Fabulous. The Star has a couple of things with it. One is if there is any healing that needs to be done, and the only place I can see where that might apply is here. The Star will help you with that. It helps with healing. but it's also kind of like what you would traditionally think about the star, wishing upon a star, right? Your dreams can come true, definitely. So, beautiful. Fits in wonderfully. Okay. Let's see what your strength is during this time. One more. Your strength is not allowing yourself, well, to be fearful, to be brought down by criticism, to be affected by challenging thoughts and emotions. And your strength is to create this new beginning. Okay? It's kind of got two things going. Because this is typically an ending to some sort of situation, cycle. And it's possible it could be hurtful. Doesn't have to be. It could be a huge relief. But this is where you are going to your happiness, your sunrise. And so as your strength, you're not going to let yourself have all these challenging thoughts or, sensitive to criticism. You're going to be kind and gentle with yourself. And you are going for what you want confidently. It's wonderful. All right. Let's see what your future has to say. Fabulous. Your future is the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups is a very trustworthy energy. And, of course, being a Cups energy, it's all about the love. And you can see where his heart space here, how this love is radiating out. So, acts of kindness, bring a gentle touch. Totally trustworthy. Filled with love. Exuding love. Now, it can also say that during this time, you could attract a romantic partner that is very good, very solid. Okay? It doesn't have to mean that, but it certainly can. Okay, let's get some more cards. Now, at the bottom of the deck, let me move these over. From taking this card, you have the Seven of Pentacles. And this is saying that you are starting something new. And I love the imagery for this particular energy. It's like you plant the seed. You take care of it. You water it. You make sure it gets enough sun and nutrients. And you tend to it lovingly. And at some point, you end up with this beautiful garden. Okay? Love this energy. So, whatever this is, it is quite potentially near and dear to you, and you want to nurture it. Maybe I can scoot these over just a hair. Okay. Okay. Now, how to proceed, how to go forward. Okay. The Magician. Believe in yourself. Okay? Take action. This is an action-oriented card. The Magician is saying that you have everything you need with you and within you to create the reality that you want. And it is an action-oriented card, so it's saying now is the time to take action. And it is coming out right underneath the Knight of Swords, which is definitely taking action, and quickly. But here, it has the Hangman, which is saying, whatever it is that you have questions about, go within, because all the answers that you're looking for lie within you, okay? And you will find the enlightenment there. And you have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is an unconditional love with another. It could also be an unconditional love with yourself. But this reading is making me, it could be either or. However, the King of Cups, this is a romantic relationship that it's referring to. And this does not have to be, can be, but this is an unconditional loving relationship, right? So it could be with anybody. And since this is a general reading, everybody's circumstances are different. So it could either be the romantic or just this wonderfully strong relationship with another, or say with your higher self, right? Any or all the above. And this is something that you will know. All right. So that's how to go forward. Go forward knowing you can do this thing and taking action. Making for sure that you use your intuition to answer any questions you have about how to go forward. And knowing that there's unconditional love. Okay? What you do see is that there is a decision that you need to make. And a couple times now, you need to use your intuition. And here, it's about using your intuition, right? So, going by some of these cards, do you be kind? Do you need to make the decision for kindness? Do you need to make the decision to, not let criticism or fears hold you back? But it is an important decision you need to make. Stand your ground, right? So, only you can decide that. But it is coming out under the sun. So I would say whatever it is, you are going to make the best decision. Because the sun is right there. Okay? Now what you don't see, which, I love it when things like this happen, the synchronicities. Here's an end. Here's a beginning. Right in the same column. Okay, a new beginning, one that you're extremely passionate about, which would fit right in here. So your strength is this ending and going for what it is you love. And I would say not letting the criticism or fears hold you back. And then here, what you don't see is this new beginning, but it is coming. Okay, now let's see what the outcome is. Okay, you have the World. All right, the World is talking about completing a cycle successfully And so for me, that means not having to deal with a lot of the remnants of the previous cycle. You know how when you change into something different, sometimes there's a lot of leftover stuff that you have to deal with. For me, this is saying that you're not going to have to deal with all that leftover stuff. Of course, there might be a little bit, but this is a successful completion of your previous cycle. And I would say definitely there is a change, a big change going on here, because you have death. Here you have the Ten of Swords, which is in your strength position, so this is a good card, which is an end. Here is an end. Maybe I should say, here's an end, therefore a new beginning. Here's an end, therefore a new beginning. Here's transformation from one cycle to something new. Here's a new beginning, right? So you have a lot of cards telling you there is a big change coming. And at the bottom of the deck, from taking these cards, you have the Six of Swords, which is saying you're moving on. You're leaving some place where you have been because it's time to do so. And you're going towards your happiness, where you feel you belong, okay? And to me, this whole reading really does just flow beautifully. Okay, let's clarify a little bit and see what we have. We're going to clarify the Knight of Swords, the Magician, the Two of Cups, and the Hanged Man. Okay, you have the World, which you also have right here. And that's the universe's way of saying I meant what I said. Okay? And at the bottom of the deck, from taking that, you have the very same card that you had at the bottom of the deck from taking the bottom row of cards. You moving on to your happiness. Okay? So by you putting this quick, determined effort in, one that's filled with knowledge and thinking clearly, taking action, using your intuition, and having this unconditional love, you will be closing out of a cycle and beginning something new. Now let's get a card for the Sun and the Two of Swords. The Three of Pentacles. Okay. Here, very best card in the deck. It's like the ultimate happiness, where miracles are normal. You know, you want to go for your happiness. You're making the decision to do that. And here it is talking about that the possibility exists where you might have to learn something in order to do this. Maybe you have to teach something in order to do this. It could be working towards that goal. All right? Now let's go ahead and get a card for the, well, here we go again. The ending and the beginning. The Ten of Swords, the ending. The Ace of Wands, the beginning. It's being clarified by the Death card, which you now have a couple of times. And the Death card is talking about you're transforming out of one energy and into another energy. Okay. Let's clarify the King of Cups and the World. King of Swords. So you have two kings. And kings are mature energies. Actually, that makes three kings if you include this, right? King of Fire, King of Swords, King of Cups. So you're only shy one king. So here, you are filled with love, right? Exuding love. And that, to me, goes here and here. And very trustworthy. And you are closing out of a cycle successfully, and it's being clarified by the King of Swords. So, this is thinking clearly. and making decisions based on what you know to be your truth. Okay? Very interesting reading. And at the bottom of the deck, from taking that card, you have the Three of Cups, which is telling you now is the time to celebrate. Hope you can see that there. Now's the time for you to celebrate. You're leaving one cycle, starting something new. All right, so to quickly cover this a little bit again, you have a lot of cards that are about closing out of a cycle, beginning a new cycle, right? Be strong. And here, stand your ground, stand your ground. Don't make yourself smaller, right? Don't be sensitive to criticism. Work through your fears. And it's not saying act like they don't exist. It's saying deal with them in a way that is lasting. So you don't have to worry about the fears. You don't have to worry about the criticism. But also it's saying be loving, use a gentle touch. And that could very well be with yourself as well as others. And it's saying this is a very lucky time for you. This change that you're going through is going to be wonderful. And if you look here, you have the number 18 both times. So the number 18 could mean something to you, right? You could look it up. Or it could be 9 and 9. And here it's just going into more detail to me about the very same thing. Starting something new from a seed and building it into something beautiful, going to where you're happy. The Sun, very best card in the deck, and making the decision using your intuition. And here, the Hangman, same kind of thing. It's not necessarily making a decision, but gaining enlightenment by using your intuition. Okay? Embrace the moment, which is important, and have faith. Okay, so to me, the whole thing is about change. You are changing. Be strong. Stand your ground if you need to. And now, here we have the parrot. Someone will gossip about you and your secrets. Well, that's not the end of life. To me, that kind of fits in with don't be sensitive to criticism. Work through your fears. If somebody's gossiping about you, consider the source. Take it with a grain of salt. Because even if you don't tell somebody something, if they want to gossip, they're going to gossip, right? That's just the way it goes. It's not worth, wasting any of your time over. No. Okay. Absolutely beautiful. Looks like a big change. Be kind. Be kind to yourself. Go on to your happiness. Definite new beginning. And have faith. Okay. Let's get some advice from the universe. Ace of Wands, which you have right here. So again, that's the universe's way of saying I meant what I said. A new beginning. And because it's out twice, that's the universe's way of saying I meant what I said. It has extra strength here. A new beginning, one that you are very passionate about. And I can feel the passion in your overall energy and opportunity. Okay. Oh, this one kind of wanted to come out, I think. Yeah. Okay. The World. Wow. The world, the world, and the world. So the universe is 3 times really telling you something, that you are closing out of a cycle and starting a new one. And you're doing it successfully. And that might not sound like a lot until you try to close out of a cycle and it's not successful. So that's a very, very nice card. Okay, let's get one more. All right. A Tower. So, towers can be big, small, self-imposed, imposed upon you, positive or challenging. And with this reading here, I'm pretty open. Normally, I have a strong feeling about what type of tower it is. But this one I'm fairly open with. Because there are cautionary moments about, not being sensitive to criticism, working through your fears, etc. Stand up for yourself. It does have the potential to be a tower that's, that you did not create. But it could be one that you do create in response to these, right? You might say, that's it, I draw the line. But what they all have in common, all towers, is they are abrupt. So this means that whatever change you're going through will most likely be a quick change. Okay? But regardless, it's beautiful. This tower could be prompting this change. And this change is a wonderful change. It's one that you're passionate about. And you could be the one creating the tower to create the change. This is something only you're going to know because it's a general reading. But either way you go, the end result is going to be very nice. You're going to have this beautiful change. And I definitely feel like it is a change, right? Because you have cycles ending and beginning throughout here. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Pentacles. And what that is about, it's a give and take energy, right? Which kind of blends in with this. Be kind, be gentle, but stand your ground. So it's balance. Make for sure that you have balance during this time, okay? Balance, I can see how it would be very important here. Okay, let's get a card from the angels to see what they would like to share. It does look like this is going to be definitely, a good size change. You have the World times 3. And that's Major Arcana, right? Okay, and you have the Sun. So regardless, it's going to be nice. Reconsider. Okay, so to me, there's going to be something during this time where you need to give it some more thought. And it could be about anything. Take your overall energy, for example. Let me get this here. Stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. So it's possible that if you're thinking one way, this is saying reconsider. Yeah, I can see some different areas in here where this would apply. So let's first let's take a look at the bottom. If you believe. Okay, and to me that makes a lot of sense. And right below that is big happy changes. Listen to your intuition. I could go on. No need to worry. Okay, and there's a few cards here about that. Don't be sensitive to criticism. Work through your fears. No need to worry. So I would say definitely because of these other cards that I've taken out, the other angel cards, this reconsider is if you are feeling vulnerable or, thinking you're pretty sure about this one decision, take time. with it. Mull it around, okay? Because you do have to believe. And if you do, you might make a different decision, which is going to bring about big, happy changes. Here, listen to your intuition. And there's a few cards over here about listening to your intuition. And there's no need to worry. And to me, that's like the big card of these. There's no need to worry. Don't worry. Don't be sensitive to criticism. Realize this is a very lucky time for you and have faith. Okay, let's close this out with a charm. Very transformative time, definitely. And don't forget, oh, something I didn't mention about this. It's saying it's time to celebrate, but this is also your support system. So if you need support during this time, it is here for you, okay? Okay, this is a multi-tool. Sorry, I find humor in some of these charms. And when I first saw this, it was like, oh my goodness, what could this possibly mean? And over time, I've come to believe that this is saying there is more than one way to deal with an issue, right? And that you are talented and multifaceted. So if you try one way and it doesn't work, try a different way, okay? Or look at what you have in your toolbox, so to speak, and pick the best tool for the job, right? In other words, say work through your fears. What's the best way for you to do that? Be kind. What's the best way for you to do that? Don't worry. What's the best way to do that? So this is saying you have everything you need in order to handle whatever situation comes your way. Thank you so much. I really hope this helps. And if you like this reading, please give it a like, share, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Have a wonderful time. Much love. Bye.